Welcome to this week's Give It A Go, guys, and today we're playing City Skylines. So if you never played these type of games before, what's it about? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad somebody did. Basically, you build the city, the infrastructure, the nightlife, the services, virtually anything you can think of for a city. You're responsible for setting the taxes, making sure people get power, water, sewage even, police, you name it, it's virtually in City Skylines, or there's an add-on pack that does have it. So let's build our first little area. It's called a zone, and you have three different types generally: residential, commercial, and industrial. So people need jobs, they need somewhere to live, and they need somewhere to buy food, spend the money, etc. Rah, 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 rah. I normally like to make my zones 20 squares by 8 squares. It's a reasonable size, and then you can mess about with the roads if you want to make them one way, or slower, faster, whatever you want to do with the road systems later on in the game. So what I'll do, I'll build 3 zones here: industrial, commercial, and residential. And then we'll get the sewage sorted. What else? They're going to need some water, and then we're going to need some power. Right, there's the water and the sewage sorted, and now let's get the power on. Oh, and we've also got the 3 zones now: yellow industrial, blue is commercial, and green is residential. We're going to need a couple of more residential zones as well. And now the first houses, they're starting to go up now. Slowly being built, and our little town is starting to grow. Since none of the zones there hitting the power station right now, I put a temporary line just into the commercial sector, and now all the electricity requirements, they're being met. And a quick look at the economy scheme. We're paying, what, $1,200 a month in electricity and water and sewage, and we're getting in no taxes. So we need people to move in so they can start paying taxes. Oh cool, we've got our first store now, so there is jobs available in the town. At the bottom of the screen there where it says Verville, there's 3 little bars there. There's a green bar that's pretty full, a tiny bit on the blue bar, and the final bar that's empty at the moment. That's the requirements for the actual town itself, so at the moment it wants loads of residential big zones. Well, at last we're finally getting some taxes here. It's only $20 odd. It's not making much of a dent in that $1,200 in expenses with our electricity and water power. But hopefully, a few more houses, a couple more businesses, will actually start making a profit on the town. So what I'll do, I'll start expanding the residential zone again. I'll probably keep all the zones the same for now. We'll have industrial, commercial, then we'll just have residential after that. I try and avoid putting industrial next to the residential because the smoke, the fumes from all the factories. People get kind of upset about that. So all I've done, I've made a carbon copy with the first lot of zones. We are getting some businesses in the commercial sector now, but we're still struggling with industrial. Yeah, they normally do provide quite a lot of jobs. We might get some businesses soon. So if you look at the 3 bars now, the residential zone, that's gone halfway down now. Because you've got like 4 zones of residential. The industrial zone, that's starting to creep up. I don't know why. We've got 2 zones and they're not even using it. So let's put the water line in and the sewage line, and hopefully we'll get more residential properties here. So the lights are on, it's night time, and yeah, the town's coming along nicely now. We're finally getting some businesses in the industrial sector. The coal power station, yeah, it's not struggling at all, providing more than enough electricity. The only downside of coal power, obviously, you're polluting the air, so the air quality is going to get gradually worse. Let's have a look at a couple of the businesses in the industrial sector. Do you want a job at the ice cube factory? There's plenty of jobs going though. And a box factory, yes. When you left school, you wanted to work in a box factory, didn't you? Starting to collect some tax dollars now. Remember, we were losing $1,200 a month. Now, what's that? Few hundred now? It's not much. It'll slowly be green. So you can check out houses, individuals, whoever you want, see if they're happy, and everybody at the moment seems pretty happy. Hopefully we'll get to the first milestone and unlock some new goodies. Yeah, just about everybody is so happy, because at the moment they've got no likes and wants and needs. Later on, you're going to police, fire, education even. Yes, everybody's going to want education. I don't know why. They've got a job in the box factory. What more do they want? Yeah, you've always got to keep an eye on your utilities, your power, your sewage and your water. Let's have a look at the milestones. How close are we to the next one? We've got a population of 347 and we need 400. We're pretty close now. And our taxes, yeah, they're coming up nicely. We've only got $2,700 left. We're going to be in debt soon. Oh no. Right, so let's start expanding the residential again, because the little green bar, they're crying out for new housing. And ding, we've hit our first milestone. We're now a little hamlet. And also with that milestone, we've unlocked 3 new buildings: the medical clinic, the elementary school, and the landfill site. So to improve the businesses, the residential zones, currently they're all like level 1. To get into level 2, you need everybody has to have education, so they get that little bit cleverer. But to get that little bit cleverer, they're going to need to go to school. We've got to pay to build the school, and then we've got to pay for the running costs as well. So to pay for all that, we need cleverer people who become level 2 and pay higher taxes. It's a vicious circle. The more things they want, the more things they need. It has to be paid for somewhere. So obviously people don't want to live next door to a rubbish dump, so don't build it right in the residential zone if you can help it. Otherwise, I think it might put a few people off moving here because of the smell. If I didn't mention it earlier, keep your sewage pipe downstream. You don't want people drinking the sewage water, obviously, and keep the 2 pipes as separated as you can. So currently 100% of the sewage goes into the river system. Later on in the game, we'll get recycling centres and water treatment plants. It'll reduce all the waste, and hopefully we'll get rid of coal power as well. But that's a long way away. So a quick look at the next milestone. We need a population of, what is it, 800? That'll unlock the police department and the fire department. There's also 3 new policies: power usage, water usage, and the smoke detector. All things help in different ways, but generally they all cost you money to implement. And let's have a look at our little school. 76 out of 300 pupils. Hopefully pretty soon we'll have some level 2 people, pay higher taxes, better jobs, and then we can provide a bigger town, more services. Right, we've expanded the residential zone, quick look at the economy, and I think it's time to raise some taxes. We'll just raise them all by 1%, I think, for now. Pretty soon people will be crying out for rubbish collection, so we'll use the extra taxes. We'll get ourselves a little slush fund and we'll make a garbage dump. Don't think we've got enough funds for it right now. Nope, we haven't. So the bins are going to be full. And just as I mentioned that, there's now a symbol for bin collection. Oh god, this town's going to be stinking pretty soon. If we were totally desperate, which we're not at that stage yet, we could take out a loan, but obviously it'll cost us more money in the long run. So if I can just like get the money from taxes, save it all up, hopefully we'll have enough to buy one. Can you smell what the town is cooking? It's not smelling nice and people are starting to get upset. We're going to have to bite the bullet here, get a loan. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Hopefully we can pay this loan off as quick as we can to avoid all the interest payments. Yeah, let's build it next to the power station. Later on in the game you can actually burn the rubbish and use that for electricity. But right now we're just going to stick it in a landfill. Hopefully the garbage trucks are on the way and all the rubbish collection symbols, they'll disappear. And the townsfolk, they'll all be happy again. A bit like Stepford Wives. Permanent smile on your face. It's great to live here. Finally the backlog of rubbish, it's all been collected. It's all at the waste disposal now. So Worthy Village, we're slowly getting there. We need 129 more residents. And the town is actually making a profit. I need to pay this loan off. I hate being in debt. Since the bar, it's really at the top there. Look how green that is. We'll build another residential block. Hopefully get more people in the town and we'll get pretty close to getting to this 800 population and we'll get the next milestone. I was just checking out the businesses on Nancy Street. The trucks are really running down here. And ding, we're now a Worthy Village. Population of 800. So now we get a police station and a fire station. There's a few policy changes as well. Since I want to keep the crime rate low in our town, let's build the police station first. So I think I'll build it in what will be a future commercial zone. There, look at all the little citizens. They're all happy now. There's police cars flying about and they're just arresting everybody. Okay, we need to pay for this police station somehow. Let's build another residential zone. Hopefully that'll offset the taxes. Put in the water and sewage and hopefully we'll have some new residents paying all them lovely taxes. I think we'll check out a couple of policies. We're going to power usage policy, water policy, and smoke detector at the moment. I don't recall many of the houses burning down, so I'm not spending any money on the smoke detector. Using electricity, it would be good, but all these things cost us money. And our, the reserves aren't massive at the moment. I think we'll just leave it. I've been a very busy boy. I put another commercial zone in and another residential zone. Right, what do we need to Tiny Town? 1300. Ooh, what's that? A good, what, 350 people we need. What do we get? Canals. Oh, interesting. Right, there's a bunch of ingrates in this town. They're demanding a fire department. I mean, how selfish can they be? So, we'll have to take out a loan. And we'll build it, I think, in the industrial sector. And there we go. They're all happy now. I'm so glad for them. This is costing me money. I think I'm going to have to put their taxes up here. Since the fire department's already there, let's expand the industrial zone. Hopefully we'll get a few more jobs. Get a couple of taxes. And actually pay for the running of this fire station. And the new industrial sector, it's starting to fill up with businesses. And let's check on the old finances. It's looking pretty healthy now. We're nearly at 1100 population as well, so we need another couple of hundred and we'll get the next milestone. The bigger your city gets, that's when traffic management really starts to kick in. So you'll have to start thinking about one-way streets, multi-lane roads. But the problem with that is you might have to start knocking down businesses, which is going to cost you a lot of money. So as you're building your city, you've got to kind of think about these things. Me, I'm a big fan of one-way systems. It normally keeps traffic moving pretty reasonably. Later on, when we need the land, you can actually buy extra chunks of land to expand your city in different directions. And let's try and cut some of our services. We're not using all the garbage cans, garbage trucks rather, and the fire department, it's barely being required. Yeah, let's cut funding just a little bit. Just something big, that few extra dollars in the old budget. Yeah, let's put the police down as well. You don't need police. You can just tackle the criminals yourself. We're getting really close now to the next milestone. Let's make another residential area and hopefully that'll tip us over and get the 1300 that we need. And there we go, ding, 1300 people, nice. We can now have canals, keys, we can have policies for pets, smoking, and parks and recreation. Yes, I know, the population's going to want a park. To walk their dog in, I guess. Yeah, as per usual, the population's going to cry to us, we need a park to walk our dogs. And I'll say, yeah, I'll raise your taxes to do it. And they won't like that, will they? Right, let's try and keep the masses happy. Let's build a little playground so all the kiddywinks can go to play on the swings and the roundabouts. And maybe the population will grow slightly. They should be happy anyway. Wow, some of these parks are quite a size, aren't they? Yeah, I don't think we've got enough room for that one. It's probably just going to be a small playground, isn't it? A dog park. Woof, woof. Yeah, so the only one that comfortably fits is the small playground. Hopefully this will keep people happy, and there we go, lots of green, happy, smiley faces. This is going to cost money to run, so let's put the taxes up. Let's have a look at what other builds we can get. Landscaping, parks, and there was some new buildings as well. Yeah, high school and the public library. We really should build a high school, then we can get to level 3 population, and what's that give us? More money, because the taxes will go up for level 3 people, level 3 jobs, houses, businesses, etc, etc. So if we want more tax money, let's build the high school. It's not cheap, is it? $24,000. Oof. And it's a chunk of land as well. Where are we going to put it? Okay, it's 22,000 for a public library, and 23% of the population is now educated. Hopefully that should go up a little bit more. Everybody's happy. They've got a library, they've got a park, they've got water, power, electricity, and some shopping. What more do people need? Dog parks, apparently. So I've spent an absolute fortune. I put another commercial down, another industrial, and 2 or 3 residential, and we're getting pretty close to 2,000 population now. Did I mention the town's skinned? So I've been thunking, and I'm thunking. Let's move the industrial sector to the other side of the double roads. Hopefully get a few more tax dollars. And eventually I might delete them industrial zone on the other side of the road and change that to a commercial zone. That's me thinking anyway. I'm not sure how much of a gap you need from the pollution from the industrial zone to the residential zone, but a little bit more can't hurt really, can it? The city's slowly expanding nicely, and to get to the Boomtown milestone we need 2,200 people. So what are we? We're only 106 short now. Oh, how can we get 106 people? I could expand the little residential down in the bottom left hand corner there maybe. Right, since the industrial zones are going pretty well, that last one now, there's businesses on there. Let's expand it further, make more jobs. Hopefully more people will come to the town then. The little bars for the needs of the town, it's about 50% in the green, the blue and the red. So we kind of need a bit of everything now. So I should have enough money now. We'll make another residential zone, put the pipes in, the sewers. And hopefully we're only 50 residents short now. That'll put us over the 2,200 mark. We are so close to Boomtown now. 6 more residents. Come on, people. Get in this place. It's the place to be. Oh, we've lost one. Did somebody die? There we go. 2,000. Boomtown. Yeah. Oh, I got a Steam unlock as well. Achievement. So what do we get for Boomtown? Some more policies, recycling, or specialisation. We're not really into that at the moment. But the main thing is public transport. Let's get the buses on the roads and hopefully get some cars off the streets. So where are we going to stick the depot for the bus station? Yeah, let's put it down the side here, I think next to the library. We can go to the library, get a bus. Now we also need to put the routes down and put bus stops down as well. Otherwise people can't get anywhere. What I was thinking of for the bus lines, we'll just run 4 circular routes maybe. Through the residential, up through the commercial, to the industrial and then back again. Just doing a full loop like that. We'll just do all 4 districts. Hopefully that'll keep the costs down. And there we go, all 4 lines are now going. And the buses, yep, they're coming out of the depots now. Right, now that's sorted. Let's get this high school down. Oh, it's a serious chunk of change, isn't it? We may need a loan here. That's all I seem to do at the moment, just take a loan, build whatever we need, then slowly pay it off again. In the long run, this is costing me money. Or the town money, rather. Right, where are we going to put this? I don't think we should put it in the industrial sector. All the kids might die from like fume poisoning or something from the box factory. Yes, will it fit in there? What about that one? Oh, there we go. Finally fits. Yeah, well, let's put it at the bottom of this residential zone. There you go. All the people are happy now. So all the teenagers now, they can go to high school. Hopefully they'll become level 3 and give us some extra taxes, because the town coffers definitely need it. Oh, that business hasn't got enough people for the jobs. The businesses are still running at level 1 at the moment, unfortunately. We need more educated people. And the policies, we've got quite a few now. I've got the water and the electric policy going. I'm very tempted to start doing recycling, but I'm just worried about the cost. Ooh, the town's in the red. Right, let's put the taxes up. We'll put everybody's up by 1%, so it's 12% across the board. With any luck, that'll get us back in the green. Oh, what's going on? I think our sewage system's being overtaxed here. We may have to put a second outlet down. Oh, the whole city's going... Oh, it's going mental. Right, we've got to fix this really quickly. Right, the whole town's definitely been affected now. We need to sort out the sewage system. Let's have a look at the outflow. Oh, cripe. There's not enough electricity. Oh, so we need another power station. Right. Didn't see that coming. I haven't looked at the power station for a long time. I'd really love to use wind power just to keep the pollution levels low, but it just costs too much at the moment in this town. We're pretty broke. There's no two words about it. This town is broke. We're really in the red at the moment. Looking at the sewage situation, the actual wastewater, it's starting to creep towards the drinking water. Oof, we really could do that water treatment plant. I'm not sure how many milestones away that is, actually. We could start poisoning the town here. It goes from bad to worse. So we're looking at the next milestone. We are absolutely miles away. 2,000 population. Well, 1,800 and something. It's pretty much 2,000. Oof. Right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. This town has a lot of problems, and I'm not sure I'm the man to deal with them. So, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And if you can run a town better than me, please apply for this job, because I think I'm going to get sacked. Bye for now, guys.